Hey, how's it going? George Anderson here with a little video for you today on communication styles. This is based on a Toastmasters project that I took part in yesterday at Tame Speakers. And I want to share some of the insights that I had from that, some of the things that I think were really interesting and useful to me and may also be useful to you, whether or not you're a member of Toastmasters International or not. So the idea is that there are different ways that we can communicate and kind of more importantly than that, perhaps, different ways that we receive information as well. And although broadly we're going to be a combination of different styles and we'll be able to flex and change our style according to the situation that we're in. For example, giving a keynote or a presentation from a stage is going to be very different to down the pub with your mates, having a beer and having a chat and having a two-way conversation. But the styles are still going to be relevant. So the four different styles are, first of all, we've got direct, which is when you get straight to the point. You have that sort of confidence and authority and the direct approach. So that's kind of one style of communication, which actually is probably my preference, or certainly the way that I tend towards the most. Although the other three are also very important for me and I think for everybody else as well. The second type is the supportive communicator, somebody who needs to give and receive encouragement. And these are really kind of nutshell versions of the descriptions of each of these communication styles. The third type is the initiator, somebody who needs to share stories, talk about emotions and feelings more, or kind of needs that sort of more kinesthetic approach. But certainly the ability to share and as an audience member to be able to give their ideas and their thoughts and their inputs as well, maybe asking questions or talking to other people in the audience before or after the session. And then the fourth type is the analytical communicator. And the analytical communicator is somebody who really needs to have everything backed up by facts, by information, by data, by studies, and again, not just receiving but also giving. So it kind of goes into a lot more of the detail. So these different communication styles are really important if you ever do anything in communication. Hey, we all do, but especially if you do anything professionally as a communicator, leading meetings, leading workshops, giving presentations at work. Not just to be aware of your own preference for your communication style, but to be aware of the different ways that information is received by the audience. And different members of the audience, different people in the group that you're talking to are likely to have different preferences as well. So to see how you can bring in more facts and figures to support the material that you're presenting, to ensure that there is an opportunity for encouragement, to encourage the audience as well. One of my philosophies is progress, not perfection. Talked about that a lot. But actually, when I'm on a stage, when I'm talking, I really make a point of not coming across as being preachy and telling people what they should do. So I can give the information, but I really want to encourage people to take those next steps and take action on the information. So to make sure that you're considering how supportive you can be when you're delivering whatever material it is that you're delivering. And to ensure that there's opportunities there for people to interact, to engage with each other. Not always relevant or possible if you're speaking from a stage, but if you're doing a workshop, leading a workshop, facilitating a meeting, leading a meeting, or as I said, just in a small, almost informal gathering, then to ensure that everybody has that opportunity to share their own thoughts and opinions as well is a really important way to engage that group of communicators too. So there we go, there are the four types of communicators as per the Toastmasters International Pathways project that I studied last night. We've got the direct communicator, the supportive communicator, the initiator, and the analytical communicator. Four types. I wonder which one your preference is. I'm George Anderson, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now.